Hello and welcome back to Crypto Novus News, where we bring you top news stories of the day in the world of crypto. Today is Thursday, April 15th, 2021, and we're going to talk about not Bitcoin today, but we're going to talk about the crypto market. We're going to touch on Coinbase and its debut that it did yesterday, but I'm going to focus primarily on XRP and XLM because they're both remittance coins with different markets. And so I'd like to do some comparison with them and just see how they're both growing. They both have had a successful and an impressive month of April, so I think it's worth taking a look at. For those of you who do not know who Mike Novogratz is, he is the founder of Galaxy Digital, and he is a strong Bitcoin supporter and crypto market in general. Hence, he started a company. And I think this picture just kind of expresses the exuberance that people are feeling right now in the marketplace due to what is happening with Bitcoin's price and Coinbase's debut. But before we get into the meat of it, I just wanted to give a shout out to Faith Finance. I am the executive director of Faith Finance, where our motto is live faithfully today, live abundantly tomorrow. And we help people manage their personal finances using biblical principles. And our division in the crypto space is Crypto Novus. So Crypto Novus was birthed from Faith Finance. So let's just kind of jump into Coinbase real quick and take a look. So obviously, as most people know, yesterday it made its debut on NASDAQ. And the real question in the marketplace right now is really, what is it worth? And so this is kind of where things are sitting between investors right now. The feeling is that Coinbase is worth somewhere between 19 billion and 230 billion dollars. It's a pretty big gap. When it was released yesterday, it started its price at $472. We'll take a closer look at to where price is sitting right now. It has listed about a little over 114 million shares. Now, whether or not all those shares will be for sale is a little bit unclear at the present time, but it presently holds in its personal treasury 4,487 Bitcoin, which is valued at 257 million as of right now. So that's pretty impressive. And Coinbase is going to be around for a long time, so it's definitely something worth watching. So let's take a look real quick on TradingView. This is the kind of price action. This chart shows it wicking up here at about 427. I'm not sure where it showed itself at 472, but that's beside the point. Right now it's hovering at about $322, a little over that, almost 323. And I'm going to watch this over time and see exactly where it goes. I'm not sure when I would want to invest into Coinbase, but it is definitely worth considering. Because it's going to be around for a very, very long time. But let's jump into XRP. I'm really kind of excited about what's happening with XRP. So XRP has soared, and the reason being it's had some successful wins in their battle against the SEC. And it's really significant. I mean, the U.S. District Court judge is Sarah Netburn, and she's given them two successes. And the first success essentially was that Ripple Labs was provided access to confidential SEC communications over what Bitcoin and Ethereum or Ether, and what the discussions were, because that is essentially what Ripple Labs is saying XRP is that it should be classified the same as Bitcoin and Ethereum. The second thing the second one that they've got was that she ruled that the personal financial information that the SEC was requiring as part of their case for the CEO Brad Garlinghouse and for the executive chairman Chris Larsen was denied. She said it was irrelevant. So, both of those are feathers in Ripple Labs' hat. The other reason why there's probably seeing some really good price action has to do, of course, with just the upward movement of the crypto market in general, and that's true for everybody. So, again, between April and June, July, this is going to be a growth season, a period of weeks here for the crypto market in general. So it makes sense that XRP would experience some of that. I think what was really, really interesting here to me is we talked about the granting of access. When the lawsuit was filed by the SEC back in December, the total lawsuit was $1.3 billion. XRP experienced almost a 60% loss and started the year off at about 23 cents. Since then, it has climbed, 600% in the year, which is really significant. And considering the challenges that it's having with SEC. Now, I'll scroll down even a little bit further, and this is what I look at. In listening to Brad Garlinghouse, he was very clear that he wasn't overly concerned about what the SEC was going to do for a variety of reasons. But one of the things he listed is that about 90% of their business is not within the United States, it's more global. And while they've been having this SEC issue and there's been the delisting of exchanges in the United States, they still are very focused on helping the central banks. And this paragraph here really kind of sums it up. I mean, they're still working with central banks to help them with their CBDCs. They have secured new partnerships in Asia regarding cross-border payments, and there's a new firm that they're working with called Triangle. They're also formulating new partnerships with other financial institutions, and I think they had a total of about 300 plus. They've got another 20, since the beginning of the first year. So it's not like they are doing badly. So their all-time price was 384. So let's take a closer look at, where they are at right now. And so, at the beginning of April, XRP had started 57 cents. It shot up just recently to a high, a wick of $1.96, which is about a 2.5x within the couple of weeks here in April, which is really significant. And you can kind of see how it's stair-stepped up there. It's hugging the 20 EMA. When Bitcoin came up to the very top here at about 64,000, that's when we saw a price of just under $2. It did wick back down here to about $1.58 to touch on the 20 EMA. And it probably will touch on that again. If you look down here at the RSI, it's shooting way past to get to that almost $2. It was up at the 88 level. It is now dropped below the 70 mark and is sitting at around 64. And it may come down a little bit more, to maybe 59 or 60 when it wicks back down and getting support here on the 20 EMA. But overall, it's doing well. I mean, it's almost at $2. This all-time high was at 384, so it's more than halfway there. So I think XRP is going to see a really, really good year, and I will wind up doing a video just on XRP. So let's take a look at Stellar Lumens. It has reached an all-time, it's almost close to its all-time high of around 93 cents, depending on the exchange. And it has seen a good year. It's a remittance use case, business use case, where XRP is focused on the central banks. Stellar Lumens is focused on the non-banks. And there's about 1.7 billion people on the planet that are in the non-banked category and that are trying to transfer money back and forth across borders. And Stellar Lumens is really focused on trying to help that customer base out. So let's take a look what their price has done. So Stellar here, it started off April at 40 cents, and you can kind of see it did almost exactly the same thing as XRP did in terms of how it stair-stepped up, came back and touched on the 20 EMA. It really rode that there for a few days here around April 7th to the 9th, and then it has come back and touched on it and is resting on the 20 EMA right now. So it got up to 69 cents. It's sitting right now at about 62. It rested around 61. It wicked all the way down to about 59. And I think it's going to see a fantastic year as well. I did already a price prediction where I think it could reach as high as $8 if Bitcoin was as high as 276,000. But I could easily see a $5 XLM in this bull run. So that is it for today. Hope this was really good pieces of information. It's an exciting time, an exciting week here for the cryptocurrency market. So stay tuned. There'll be more news announcements to come. Remember, Crypto Novus is where newbies become masters, and I'll see you guys in the next video.